Hi, welcome to a special feature and HighRPM Artist Spotlight. Now, when HighRPM is in production, we get the opportunity to work with many talented Australians in the field of entertainment. Obviously, a big part of any feature we run on the show are the music tracks that help set the mood and complement the action. This year we uncovered the exciting talents of South Australian rock trio Blackwater, whose tracks Girl Next Door and On were featured in our Farewell to the Hidden Valley drag strip special. The band has been busy since then with the digital release of their latest single Cut Down, as well as planning for the upcoming release of their self-titled album for the Australian market. Auki Henry recently flew to Adelaide to talk to the boys and find out what's in store for next year.
Thanks for the introduction, Tamika. And yes, here I am in Adelaide, capital of South Australia, and home to the members of Blackwater, Ben Bowman, Van Morris and Travis M. These guys have been amping up the local crowds with their act for the last year, and more recently on the national scene with Circulation on Triple J's on Earth and of course HighRPM. I managed to catch up with the band while I've been here to find out a little more about them, their future directions and of course the upcoming release of their debut EP. First of all, guys, I'd just like to say thank you for taking time out of your schedules to talk to us at HighRPM. I guess we really should start from the beginning. So when did Blackwater form and what inspired you to become a band?
Well, Trav and I have always joked around with the idea of starting a band because all of us are friends from high school. It wasn't until soon after high school where Trav and I actually managed to catch back up, and we decided that I had some material that I wanted to explore, and I've been in some other bands because I weren't happy with the direction, and I caught up with Trav. We decided to start some songs, had some riffs, and then Trav was still in contact with Ben.
Fortunately, yeah, I was out of the cover band at the time, so we had a bass player for the band, so that was good.
Yeah, it was good. So we were just decided that there was some direction that we knew that we liked to go, which hadn't been done before in our previous bands, and we just started working on some songs.
I've heard your music to be described as either hard rock or metal. What genre of music do you consider your work to be, and who would you say are your major influences?
People tend to define our music as either hard rock or metal. We just tend to write what we feel is natural. We've got a lot of influences from everything from the Beatles, Led Zeppelin to Metallica, Alter Bridge, a lot of bands that we love and we really look up to those guys, and we tend to funnel that into what we want to create.
Yeah, we don't like to limit ourselves to just heavy songs, or we like to spread out and do ballads and all that sort of thing. Just gives us more variety.
If the song's already at a quiet part, we don't automatically decide that we want to take it down that direction. It's just what we feel is natural to get to that point.
Yeah.
Alright, who writes your songs? Is it always a group affair?
It's usually just a guitar riff that the boys will have. They'll come to band practice with it, put it out there, and we'll tweak it, just work on it until it sounds alright.
Yeah, it's amazing how much you can change an initial riff when you start throwing different drums over it. Changing it from a straight beat through to sort of a groove or something just completely changes the song. So it's an idea that starts with one of us can completely change by the time it actually hits the band, so it's good.
The days have changed where we used to really spend a lot of time on rehearsals, just nights after nights working on the same song. Now we have very similar studios, small studios set up at home. We'll have the riff, we'll put it down on a track, we'll listen to it for a week, come back, no, don't like it, put it back on our iPods, listen to it again, let's try it differently, we'll work on it and stew on it for ages. I mean, the songs we're releasing now are the result of a lot of different versions.
Now, I understand there was a story behind Blackwater's most recent release. What was the motivation behind your latest single, Cut Down?
Well, sort of recently I'd been retrenched from the company I work for, and the whole business had shut up just to try and save money. So there's a lot of good guys that went out of work, so at that time there was quite a bit of sort of anger and hatred that was sort of inside us. So decided to want to write sort of a heavier, angrier song just for all the guys that got taken down. So
It always tends to happen. The companies always forget about that little person. They make a lot of promises to get that person through, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, sorry, it didn't work out. Your future doesn't matter to us. So we just really like to stand up and make that point.
Look, I know your self-titled album is in the works. When can we expect to see it available to the public?
Well, we've only just put all the artwork and the songs have all been finalised. So we're hoping once we've done a few demo runs to make sure the CD comes out right. We're hoping by about February 2011. We're planning to have a sort of an EP launch gig somewhere around that time. So hopefully everyone can make it.
Okay, is there anyone you'd like to acknowledge who has helped and supported you along the way to get you where you are today?
Yeah, we'll have to start with our girlfriends and our family for coming out and seeing us and having all those late nights and loud music.
Yeah, definitely all the fans, their loyalty, the Blackwater crew, those guys have been helping us pack up, set up, late nights, those guys have been put through the trenches.
Sound guys, obviously the venues where we're playing, Crown and Anchor and Enigma Bar, they've been great, made my drums sound really good.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, leader of the pack, that's it.
Blackwater, thanks very much for your time.
On a handshake, the process paid and everything has come undone. Pointing the back.
Hi, I'm Krystal Eldridge, and next year I'll be joining the team here at HighRPM. But for now, we hope you've enjoyed our very last feature for 2010. Make sure you keep an eye out for the show though in 2011, as we'll be bringing you some exciting developments in territory motorsport. Till then, from all of us here at HighRPM, here's wishing you a safe Christmas season and happy and prosperous New Year.